The world of Korras, where gods slumber and shadows whisper, is a land haunted by forgotten magic and dark legends. But no legend holds more fear than the eclipse of the black sun, a phenomenon that occurs once every 1,000 years. It is more than a celestial event. It is the reopening of the portal to the abyss, where the old gods, twisted beings of unimaginable power, lie imprisoned, hungry for release. As the sky darkens, one woman wanders into the small, forgotten town of Redreach. Vasha, a nomadic warrior with a haunted past, her name whispered in fear and awe wherever she goes. She seeks rest after weeks of being hunted, unaware that she is about to be pulled into a struggle that could end the world. But even as she seeks a moment's respite, another figure races into the town square, a desperate scholar clutching an ancient manuscript. Arren, the scholar from the distant city of Kalis, he has come to warn the people, to tell them of the black sun rising in the sky, to beg for aid in closing the portal that threatens to spill horror into the world. But his pleas fall on deaf ears. For Korras, like the rest of this forsaken land, has forgotten its past. And then, the black sun rises. Its dark light cuts across the land like a poisoned blade. Animals panic. The very air tastes of ash and decay. He has come to find her, the warrior whose legend precedes her. For the ritual to seal the portal, he will need more than knowledge. He will need her strength, her skill, and her courage. At first, she scoffs, dismisses him as a madman. But the memory of her past, the night her village was destroyed by a creature born from an eclipse just like this, keeps her rooted. She cannot turn away. In the heart of Redreach, a cult stirs. The Shroud, their leader, steps forth, hands raised in dark prayer. They have awaited this night for centuries, sworn to serve the old gods. And with every whispered incantation, the seals binding the abyss begin to shatter. Vasha and Arren, along with a handful of brave souls, make their way to the temple of the old gods. This is where the final seal lies, the place where the portal must be closed, or all will be lost. But standing in their way is the Shroud, empowered by the abyss itself. His cultists swarm the temple, spilling blood in the name of their dark masters. Vasha fights with the fury of a storm, each strike driven by pain, by loss, by vengeance. But the Shroud is no mere man. He taunts her, reveals the truth she never knew, that it was he and his dark masters who destroyed her village all those years ago. And then, Arren discovers the terrible truth. The ritual, it is incomplete. The final step is missing. Without it, the portal cannot be closed. The old gods, they stir. One of them, a beast of 1,000 eyes and 1,000 whispers, pushes through the portal. The world trembles as its presence infects reality. And then, he understands. There is a way to close the portal, but it requires a sacrifice. A life of pure heart, untainted by darkness. Vasha, haunted by rage and vengeance, cannot be that sacrifice, but he can. Arren offers himself. His body dissolves into blinding light. The portal shudders. The old god screams. And with a final, soul-wrenching cry, it is dragged back into the abyss. And as the eclipse fades, the world returns to its bleak, fragile peace. The creatures of the abyss vanish, leaving nothing but ruin in their wake. Vasha, now alone, gazes at the place where the scholar fell. She has no home, no purpose. But in her chest, for the first time in many years, there is something other than vengeance, a spark of hope bought with the blood of a pure soul. And so she walks into the wilds of Korras, carrying that hope with her, to whatever end awaits. For the black sun will rise again, and the abyss never sleeps.